The year is 2125. Cities around the world are in chaos as alien ships darken the skies. The Xarn, a technologically superior alien species, have invaded Earth, striking with precision and power. Humanity, caught off guard, scrambles to defend itself. In a small makeshift lab in the heart of New York City, Sarah, a young engineer with a knack for understanding alien tech, works frantically. She's been studying a piece of Xarn technology that fell during the initial attack. As she tinkers, her computer beeps urgently. "Sarah, we need that analysis now!" shouts Captain James Mitchell, bursting into the room. He's tall, with a hardened face that speaks of years in combat. "I'm almost there, Captain. Just give me a minute," Sarah replies, her eyes glued to the screen. She types furiously, running simulations and cross-referencing data. "We don't have a minute!" Captain Mitchell snaps. He paces the room, his military boots clanking against the metal floor. "If we don't figure out how to counter their shields, we're done for." Sarah's fingers fly over the keyboard, and finally she finds it. A small, almost imperceptible flaw in the Xarn's shielding technology. "Got it!" she exclaims. "Their shields have a frequency modulation pattern. If we can match it and then disrupt it, we can bring them down." Mitchell's eyes light up. "Can you make something that will do that?" Sarah nods. "I'll need some time, but yes, I think I can." "Good. We're counting on you," Mitchell says, his tone softening. "I'll get the team ready. We're moving out as soon as you're done." As Sarah works, the sounds of battle rage outside. The ground shakes with each explosion, and the sky is filled with the screech of alien fighters. Despite the fear and uncertainty, a spark of hope ignites within the resistance. If they can exploit this weakness, they might stand a chance. Hours later, Sarah emerges from the lab holding a small device. "This should do it," she says, handing it to Captain Mitchell. "But we need to get close to one of their ships to deploy it." Mitchell nods. "We'll make it happen. Get your gear. We're moving out." The team, a ragtag group of soldiers and civilians, gathers in the main hall. Mitchell addresses them, his voice steady. "We have a plan. We're going to hit a Xarn ship and test this device. If it works, we'll have a way to fight back. Stay sharp, stay together, and we might just make it through this." As they move out into the war-torn streets, Sarah's heart pounds. She glances at Mitchell, who gives her a reassuring nod. Despite the overwhelming odds, they're ready to fight back. As Sarah and Captain Mitchell lead their group through the war-torn streets, the devastation is everywhere. Buildings lay in ruins, smoke fills the air, and the distant sounds of gunfire and explosions are a constant reminder of the ongoing battle. Despite the chaos, there's a determination in their eyes. Their destination is an abandoned subway station, now serving as a makeshift base for the resistance. Inside, the dim lighting reveals a diverse group of people huddled around maps and screens, planning their next moves. Sarah and Mitchell approach a table where a hacker named Alex is furiously typing on his laptop. "Alex, we've got something," Mitchell announces. Alex, a wiry young man with glasses and an intense focus, looks up. "What's the plan?" Alex asks, pushing his glasses up the bridge of his nose. Sarah places the device on the table. "This can disrupt the Xarn shields, but we need to get close to one of their communication hubs to test it." Alex nods, his fingers already flying across the keyboard. "I've been monitoring their comms. There's a hub a few blocks from here, heavily guarded, but it's our best shot." Just then, Maria, a mechanic with a knack for improvisation, joins them. "I've got the transport ready. It's not pretty, but it'll get us there," she says, wiping grease from her hands. Mitchell looks around at his team. "This is it, folks. We're hitting that hub. If we can disrupt their comms, we'll throw their operations into chaos and buy ourselves some time." The team gears up and heads out, moving stealthily through the rubble-strewn streets. They approach the hub, a towering structure guarded by Xarn soldiers. The sight of the alien troops sends a chill down Sarah's spine, but she takes a deep breath and steadies herself. "Remember, we need to get this device as close as possible to their main console," Sarah whispers to Mitchell. "I'll handle the tech. You cover me." Mitchell nods. "Alex, you and Maria create a distraction. Tom, you're with me and Sarah." Tom, a former astronaut with a rugged demeanor, checks his weapon and gives a curt nod. "Let's do this." The plan unfolds with precision. Alex and Maria cause a diversion, drawing the Xarn soldiers away from their posts. Amid the chaos, Sarah, Mitchell, and Tom slip inside the hub. They move quickly, navigating the unfamiliar alien technology. At the main console, Sarah kneels down, connecting the device to the system. Her hands tremble slightly, but she works with focused determination. "Almost there," she murmurs. Suddenly, an alarm blares, and Xarn's soldiers start pouring back into the hub. Mitchell and Tom open fire, covering Sarah as she finishes her work. The device hums to life, and a wave of energy pulses through the hub. The Xarn soldiers stagger, their equipment flickering and failing. "It's working!" Sarah shouts, unplugging the device. "We need to move, now!" The team retreats, fighting their way out of the hub. They regroup at the subway station, breathless but triumphant. The disruption has worked, and Xarn communications are in disarray. "We did it," Mitchell says, a rare smile crossing his face. "We've given ourselves a fighting chance." Sarah looks at her team, a sense of hope swelling within her. This is just the beginning, but for the first time, victory feels possible. With the success of their mission, the Resistance gains a significant advantage. The Xarn's communications are in disarray, providing humanity a much-needed reprieve. Sarah and the team return to the subway base, where a sense of cautious optimism fills the air. Sarah, exhausted but energized by their victory, dives into her work. "We need to hit them harder," she tells Mitchell. "If we can take down their mothership, we can cripple their entire operation." Mitchell nods. "We've got the tech to disrupt their shields. Now we need a plan to get on that ship." Alex, still glued to his laptop, chimes in. "I've been hacking into their systems. I've found a way to their mothership's landing protocols. If we can hijack one of their smaller vessels, we can board the mothership undetected." Tom, the former astronaut, leans in. "I can pilot it. Getting us in and out will be tricky, but it's our best shot." Maria, always ready for action, smirks. "I'll rig up the device we need. We're going to make one hell of an entrance." The team spends the next few days preparing. Sarah works tirelessly to refine the disruption device, while Alex hacks deeper into the Xarn systems to gather intelligence. Maria ensures their stolen vessel is ready for the mission, and Mitchell coordinates with resistance cells around the globe to launch simultaneous strikes. Finally, the day arrives. The team, now a well-oiled machine, gathers in the underground base. The tension is palpable, but so is the determination. Mitchell addresses the group. "This is it. We're taking the fight to them. We disrupt their shields, plant the explosives, and get out. Let's show these invaders what humanity is made of." They board the stolen Xarn vessel with Tom at the controls. The journey to the mothership is tense, every second filled with the fear of discovery. As they approach the massive alien ship, the scale of their task becomes clear. The mothership is a behemoth, bristling with weaponry and alien technology. Tom navigates carefully, using Alex's hacked protocols to dock undetected. "We're in," he whispers, eyes focused on the controls. The team disembarks, moving silently through the alien corridors. Sarah and Maria carry the disruption device, while Mitchell and Tom take point. Alex monitors their progress, his fingers dancing over his portable console. They reach the core of the mothership, a massive chamber pulsating with energy. Sarah sets up the device, her hands steady despite the gravity of the situation. "Almost there," she says, adjusting the final settings. Suddenly, the air is filled with the hum of approaching Xarn soldiers. "We've got company," Mitchell warns, raising his weapon. Tom and Mitchell open fire, buying Sarah and Maria the time they need. The device activates, sending a powerful pulse through the ship. The lights flicker, and the hum of alien machinery falters. "It's working!" Sarah shouts as the mothership's shields start to collapse. "Now for the explosives!" Maria sets the charges, working quickly as the Xarn soldiers close in. "Done!" she yells. "Let's move!" The team races back to their vessel, fighting off waves of Xarn troops. They board just as the charges detonate, sending shockwaves through the mothership. Tom pilots them away, the explosion lighting up the space behind them. They return to Earth, greeted by cheers from their fellow resistance fighters. The mothership's destruction is a turning point, a blow from which the Xarn cannot recover. Sarah looks at her team, their faces tired but triumphant. They've done the impossible, and now humanity has a real chance. The destruction of the Xarn mothership sends ripples of hope across the globe. With the alien command structure in disarray, resistance cells everywhere seize the opportunity to strike back. The world rallies for a final stand against the invaders. Back at the resistance base, the atmosphere is electric. Sarah, Captain Mitchell, and the rest of the team are hailed as heroes, but they know their work isn't done. They gather in the main hall, maps and screens displaying real-time data on Xarn movements. "We've hurt them badly," Mitchell begins, his voice steady and resolute. "But they're not beaten yet. Their ground forces are still strong, and they're regrouping for a counterattack. We need to hit them hard and fast while they're vulnerable." Alex, monitoring communications, speaks up. "We've intercepted a transmission. The remaining Xarn leaders are converging on a fortified base in what's left of Washington, D.C. If we take that out, we can cut the head off the snake." Sarah nods, her mind already racing with plans. "We'll need every resource we've got. This is our chance to end this once and for all." The team prepares for the final assault. Maria outfits their vehicles with the last of their explosives, while Tom briefs the pilots. Alex coordinates with other resistance cells, ensuring a synchronized attack. Sarah works on one last device to disrupt the Xarn's remaining defenses. As dawn breaks, the resistance forces gather. Makeshift tanks, retrofitted vehicles, and troops on foot line the streets, ready to march on the Xarn stronghold. Sarah stands with Mitchell, their eyes meeting in a moment of shared determination. "This is it," Mitchell says quietly. "No matter what happens, we've given humanity a fighting chance." Sarah squeezes his arm. "Let's finish this." The resistance forces move out, advancing through the war-ravaged landscape toward the heart of the Xarn's defenses. The sight is both inspiring and harrowing, humans united against a common foe, fighting for their survival. As they near the Xarn base, the sky darkens with alien ships. The final battle begins. Explosions light up the sky, and the ground shakes with the intensity of the conflict. Sarah and her team push forward, their mission clear. In the chaos, Sarah manages to deploy her final device, creating a breach in the Xarn's defenses. Mitchell leads the charge, rallying the troops with unwavering courage. They fight their way through waves of Xarn soldiers, determined to reach the command center. Inside the fortified base, Sarah and Mitchell confront the Xarn leader, a towering figure exuding authority and menace. The final showdown is intense, a clash of will and technology. Sarah uses her knowledge of Xarn tech to outmaneuver the leader, while Mitchell's combat skills are put to the ultimate test. With a final, decisive move, they manage to disable the leader's defenses. Mitchell delivers the killing blow, and the Xarn leader falls. The remaining Xarn forces, now leaderless and disorganized, quickly crumble. Cheers erupt from the human forces as the realization of victory dawns. The Xarn invaders are defeated, and Earth is free once more. Back at the base, the team gathers, weary but triumphant. Sarah looks around at her friends, Mitchell, Alex, Maria, Tom, and feels a profound sense of gratitude. They fought against impossible odds and emerged victorious. Mitchell smiles, a rare expression of pure relief on his face. "We did it. We actually did it." Sarah nods, her eyes shining with unshed tears. "We did. Together." Humanity begins the long road to recovery, rebuilding what was lost and honoring those who sacrificed everything. The war has changed them all, but it has also united them in a way nothing else could. As the sun sets on a battered but hopeful world, Sarah stands with her team, looking to the future. They've proven that even against the most impossible odds, humanity's spirit cannot be extinguished.